Researchers from the University of Chicago have found through a study that women who are considered night owls are likely to get laid more than women who go to sleep early. Now, apparently their study found the following: women who stay up late tend to have similar risk-taking tendencies as men, and that night owls of both genders were less likely to be in long-term relationships. So how did they figure this out? Well, they realized that, hey, men are obviously high in testosterone and cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. And women have lower levels of cortisol. However, if they stay out late or stay up late, their cortisol levels spike, and they're very comparable to the cortisol levels of men.
So those are really interesting points about how we're built and et cetera. But I thought the simpler answer was they're more likely to get laid because they're up at night.
Exactly. Well, they're up at night, they're out, they're
more
partying.
hours in which to get laid.
Right, but the cortisol actually has a really big impact on your behavior. So let me tell you exactly what happens. High levels of cortisol are usually associated with high energy, so you're up late and you're out, arousability, stress, and even cognitive function.
So you know what else that tells me? That it's that old thing with guys who are like, oh, wait till the bar's about to close and the girl who's left. Maybe that was right, because she's spiking like crazy on the cortisol, and that's when you go to work.
Well, I mean, I guess the question then is, are they staying up later because they have the cortisol that provides the extra energy and everything, or are they getting more stress hormones because they're staying up so late and losing sleep?
Yeah, so there is a little bit of the chicken or the egg question in this study, and researchers have to do more research to figure out what it is. But usually when you don't get enough sleep, like let's say you force yourself to stay up, you will get that spike in cortisol, right? So is it because they're staying out late, they're partying with friends, and they're getting that spike in cortisol, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're feeling frisky, right? Or is it because their cortisol is already high, and as a result, they want to go out instead of go to sleep?
So one indicator of if a woman is more likely to go in that direction is if they have high cortisol. The other is if they do this.
I don't know why that's
we have a winner.
I don't know why that's my feeling frisky body movement gesture thing.
Okay, if you're out and you see Hannah doing this, okay, you're lucky.
As long as it's after 9. How do they do this? How do they run this study?
They went to the bar and swabbed their cheeks, I guess.
So they make women stay up till late, and they're like, so you want to fight?
Yeah, exactly.
I got all night.
So what do you think? It's kind of late.
So wait, but there's more that I actually thought was really interesting. They found that men who are night owls have twice as much sex as men who are early birds.
Sorry, but this goes to what Cenk said.
Yeah.
They're up later. They're out later.
Drinking,
they're drunker.
I mean, if a dude's going to bed at 9 o'clock at night, of course he's not getting laid, because he's that dude.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's possible to have sex in the morning.
Somebody's in
Are you trying to tell us
I'm not saying it.
But it is interesting though that so you can relieve some of the effects of cortisol or lower your cortisol levels by relaxing, by having fun, not stressing as much. But it's interesting that the women that are doing the things that supposedly are so relaxing, hanging out with your friends, maybe having sex and everything, no, in fact, it's actually making you more stressed out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is kind of interesting. And also, there's an evolutionary component to this, at least that's according to the lead researcher, Dario, who sounds really hot. He says, from an evolutionary perspective, Dario is a hot name.
Is it late at night? Is that why you think Dario's hot?
Yeah, I'm feeling frisky.
It's a little early for you to think that he's hot.
Instead of Dario Naharis.
Yeah, Dario.
Yes. So what
anyway, from an evolutionary perspective, it has been suggested that the night owl trait may have evolved to facilitate short-term mating, that is, sexual interactions that occur outside of committed monogamous relationships. So that, I don't know how that translates to a benefit. Is it maybe you get to,
short-term mating benefit.
Because look, we're evolutionarily driven to procreate, to have sex, because we're trying to, you're trying to spread your seed or whatever it is.
Yeah, no, I get it completely. And actually, when I read that, I was like, oh, actually, that makes a ton of sense, right? Because it's easier to cheat at night because you're not going to be seen. And for guys, obviously, the more girls you have sex with, it's an evolutionary advantage. So if you're the asshole who sneaks out at night and cheats on your cave woman, then that's an evolutionary advantage. So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And of course, the entire time while I'm reading this, I'm both enjoying the science of it, and it's fascinating, and at the same time thinking, yeah, I'm a night guy.